Your alarm blares. Another day begins. You drag yourself out of bed, feeling that familiar weight of unfulfilled potential. As you rush through your morning routine, a nagging thought creeps in, is this all there is? You're not alone. Millions wake up every day feeling stuck, trapped in a life that doesn't match their dreams. But what if I told you the very things holding you back are habits you can change? What if the key to unlocking your potential is already within your grasp? And today, we're going to shine a light on the 10 habits silently sabotaging your life. These aren't just bad habits, they're dream killers, joy stealers, and purpose zappers. Once you identify them, you can change them. So buckle up, this isn't going to be comfortable. We're going to dig deep into the unconscious patterns keeping you stuck. But I promise you this, if you listen, if you take action, this could be the day everything changes. Number 1, procrastination, the silent dream killer. Procrastination, it's more than just putting things off. It's the thief of time, the enemy of progress, the silent killer of dreams. How many times have you said, I will do it tomorrow? And how many tomorrows have come and gone with that task still undone? Procrastination isn't just about being lazy. It's about fear. Fear of failure. Fear of success. Fear of the unknown. It's about perfectionism, the idea that if you can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing at all. It's about instant gratification, choosing the easy pleasure of now over the lasting satisfaction of accomplishment. But here's the code. Hard truth, every moment you put off taking action is a moment you're choosing to live a life that's less than what you're capable of. Every time you say later, you're saying no to your dreams, no to your potential, no to the life you really want. What could you achieve if you started tackling your goals today instead of waiting for the perfect moment? There is no perfect moment. There's only now. Your life is happening right now. And every second you waste is gone forever. So, what are you waiting for? That project you've been putting off, start it today. That call you've been avoiding, make it now. That dream you've been nurturing in secret, take one small step towards it right after this talk. Remember, action beats intention every single time. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step and then the next. And the next. Before you know it, you will be halfway up. Looking back and wondering why you ever hesitate in the first place. The antidote to procrastination is action. It's breaking big tasks into small, manageable steps. It's setting deadlines and holding yourself accountable. It's rewarding yourself for progress, not just completion. Starting today, make a commitment to yourself. No more I will do it tomorrow. Replace that with I will do it now, even if it's just for 5 minutes, even if it's just one small task, because those small actions, those tiny steps forward, they add up. They create momentum. And momentum is powerful. Remember, the time will pass anyway. You can either spend it creating the life you want, or spend it living the life you don't want. The choice is yours. Number 2, negative self-talk. The voice that holds you back. Moving on to habit number 2, negative self-talk. Your mind is like a garden. What are you planting in it? Are you sowing seeds of doubt, fear, and self-criticism? Or are you nurturing thoughts of possibility, growth, and self-belief? The words you say to yourself matter. They shape your reality. When you tell yourself, I can't, I'm not good enough, it's too hard, that you're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're programming your mind for failure before you even start. Would you talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself? Would you constantly criticize them, doubt their abilities, or dismiss their dreams? Of course not. So why do you do it to yourself? from this moment on. I want you to become aware of your inner dialogue. Catch those negative thoughts. Challenge them. Replace I can't with how can I replace I'm not good enough with I'm learning and growing every day. Your mind believes what you tell it. So tell it something good. This isn't about toxic positivity or denying reality. It's about reframing your thoughts in a way that empowers you rather than defeats you. It's about giving yourself the benefit of the doubt, just as you would for a friend. Starting today, be your own best friend, be your own cheerleader. When that little voice in your head starts spewing negativity, shut it down, replace it with words of encouragement, of possibility, of strength. Practice self-compassion. When you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up. Instead, treat yourself with kindness. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And that means you have the power to change them. Use that power. Your future self will thank you. Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about approaching challenges with a growth mindset. It's about believing in your ability to learn, to improve, to overcome. So the next time you face a setback, instead of saying I'm a failure, try I'm learning and growing. Instead of this is too hard, try it. This is challenging. But I can figure it out. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your character. And your character becomes your destiny. It all starts with the words you say to yourself. Choose them wisely. Number 3, the comparison trap. Your journey is unique. The third habit that's holding you back is comparison. In this age of social media, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. You scroll through your feed, seeing perfectly curated snapshots of other people's lives, and suddenly your own life seems dull. Inadequate, not enough. There's no one in this world quite like you. You have a unique set of talents, experiences, and perspectives. When you compare yourself to others, you're discounting your own uniqueness. You're trying to write your story using someone else's pen. Remember, what you see on social media is just a fraction of someone's life. It's the polished, filtered version. You're comparing your entire life with all its ups and downs, struggles and triumphs to someone else's carefully selected highlights. It's not a fair comparison. Instead of looking at others and feeling inadequate, look at yourself and appreciate your journey. Every person you admire had to start somewhere. They faced challenges. They had doubts. They made mistakes. But they kept going. That's the key. Keep going. Keep growing. Keep becoming the best version of yourself. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own growth, your own progress. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they might seem. And remember, someone out there is looking at your life and wishing they had what you have. Don't take that for granted. If you must compare, compare yourself to your past self. Are you kinder than you were a year ago? More skilled, more resilient? That's the comparison that matters. Use others' success as inspiration, not as a benchmark for your own worth. If someone else has achieved something you aspire to, instead of feeling jealous, ask yourself, what can I learn from their journey? How can I apply those lessons to my own life? Remember, success isn't a finite resource. Someone else's success doesn't diminish your own potential for success. There's enough room for everyone to shine. So the next time you find yourself falling into the comparison trap, pause, take a deep breath. Remind yourself of your own unique journey, your own strengths, your own progress. and then get back to writing your own story in your own words, at your own pace. Your path is your own. Embrace it, own it, and most importantly, keep walking it. Number 4, neglecting self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup. Habit number 4. Lack of self-care. You can't pour from an empty cup. It's so many of us try to do just that. We push ourselves to the limit, neglecting our physical and mental health in the pursuit of success. But true success isn't just about achievements. It's about living a fulfilling, balanced life. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating foods that nourish your body? Are you taking time to relax and recharge? Or are you running on fumes, fueled by caffeine and stress, always one step away from burnout? Self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. It's what allows you to show up fully in your life, to give your best to your work, your relationships, your dreams. It's the foundation upon which you build everything else. Think of yourself as a car. You wouldn't expect your car to run without fuel, regular maintenance, and occasional tune-ups, would you? So why do you expect that of yourself? Starting today. Prioritize your well-being. Schedule it if you have to. Make time for exercise, for healthy meals, for adequate sleep. Take breaks throughout your day to breathe, to stretch, to reset your mind. Treat your body and mind with the respect they deserve. Self-care looks different for everyone. For some, it might be a morning meditation practice. For others, it might be an evening workout. For others still, it might be time spent in nature, or pursuing a hobby, or connecting with loved ones. Find what works for you and make it non-negotiable. Remember, you are not a machine. You can't operate at full capacity 24/7. You need time to rest, to recover, to recharge. Give yourself that time. Your productivity, your relationships, your overall quality of life will thank you. Self-care isn't just about bubble baths and face masks. It's about setting boundaries. It's about saying no to things that drain you so you can say yes to things that fulfill you. It's about asking for help when you need it. It's about prioritizing your mental and emotional health as much as your physical health. So the next time you feel guilty for taking time for yourself, remember this self-care isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. It's not selfish. It's self-preservation. And it's the foundation of a life well lived. Take care of yourself. You're the only you've got. Number 5, fear of failure, the dream killer. The 5th habit we need to address is fear of failure. This one's a dream killer. Plain and simple. How many great ideas have died in the minds of brilliant people because they were too afraid to try? How many potential success stories never saw the light of day because someone was too scared to take that first step? Here's a mindset shift for you. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every great achievement in history was preceded by numerous failures. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he successfully invented the light bulb. But he didn't see those attempts as failures. He famously said, "I have not failed. I have just found 10.0000 won't work." What if you looked at failure not as an end, but as feedback? What if every setback was simply information, guiding you toward what does work? Embrace failure. Learn from it. Let it refine you, not define you. Fear of failure often stems from perfectionism. We think if we can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing at all. But perfection is an illusion. It's an impossible standard that keeps you stuck. Instead of aiming for perfection, aim for progress. Aim for learning. Aim for growth. Remember, the only true failure is the failure to try. So go ahead, take that risk. Start that business. Ask that person out. Apply for that dream job. The worst that can happen is you learn something. The best that can happen, you might just change your life. When you feel fear creeping in, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Often, when we shine a light on our fears, we realize they're not as scary as we thought. And even if the worst does happen, ask yourself, can I handle it? The answer is almost always yes. Failure is not fatal. It's not final, it's just feedback. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. Every no brings you one step closer to a yes. Every setback teaches you something valuable that will serve you in the future. So the next time you find yourself hesitating because of fear of failure, remember this: the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. In a world that's changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Embrace failure, learn from it, grow from it, and most importantly, keep going. Because on the other side of failure is success, and it's worth every stumble, every setback, every no along the way. Number 6, settling for less. You deserve more. Moving on to habit number 6, settling for less than you deserve. This one's sneaky. It doesn't show up overnight. It creeps in slowly, disguised as practicality, as being realistic before you know it. You're stuck in a job you hate, a relationship that drains you, a life that feels too small for your dreams. But you were born for more than just getting by. You were born to thrive, to excel, to push the boundaries of what's possible. So why are you settling for less? Often we settle because we don't believe we deserve better. We've internalized limiting beliefs about what's possible for us. We've let past disappointments convince us that this is as good as it gets. You deserve a life that excites you. You deserve relationships that nurture you. You deserve work that fulfills you. You deserve to wake up each day feeling passionate and purposeful. It's time to raise your standards in every area of your life. Ask yourself, is this the best I can do? Is this worthy of my time and energy? If the answer is no, it's time to make a change. Don't be afraid to walk away from what's good to pursue what's great. Don't let fear of the unknown keep you trapped in a life that's less than what you deserve. And remember, comfort is the enemy of growth. Sometimes you need to be willing to be uncomfortable in order to grow into the person you're meant to be. Settling often comes from a place of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of disappointment. But ask yourself this: what's scarier, taking a risk on the life you want, or looking back years from now and wondering what if? Raising your standards doesn't mean you have to make drastic changes overnight. It can start small. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting when you usually stay quiet. Maybe it's having that difficult conversation you've been putting off. Maybe it's taking one small step towards that dream you've been keeping on the back burner. And remember, you teach people how to treat you. You teach life what you're willing to accept. When you raise your standards, you send a powerful message to yourself and to the world: I deserve better. And you know what? The world listens. So starting today, commit to no longer settling. Commit to expecting more from yourself and from life. Commit to believing that you deserve the best, because you do. Your life is too precious to settle for less than what sets your soul on fire. Don't be afraid to want more. Don't be afraid to ask for more. Don't be afraid to ask for more. Don't be afraid to work for more, because you, my friend, were born for more. Number 7, living in the past. Your future is waiting. The 7th habit that's holding you back is living in the past. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. Yet so many of us live there, replaying old hurts, reliving old glories, letting what was dictate what could be. But your past doesn't define your future unless you let it. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Living in the past can take many forms. Maybe you're holding on to grudges, letting old hurts poison your present. Maybe you're dwelling on past mistakes, letting them erode your confidence. Or maybe you're clinging to past successes, afraid to take new risks. The past is over. You can't change it. You can't relive it. The only thing you have control over is right now, this moment, and what you choose to do with it. Every day is a new opportunity to rewrite your story. You can't change what happened yesterday, but you have full control over what you do today. So learn from your past, but don't live in it. Your best days are ahead of you, not behind you. Starting today, focus on the present. Live in the now. Make decisions based on who you are and who you want to become. Not based on who you used to be or what you used to do. Your past has no power over you unless you give it power. When you find yourself dwelling on past mistakes, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow then? Take that lesson and move forward. Don't let one chapter of your life become the whole story. If you're holding on to past hurts, consider forgiveness, not for the other person's sake, but for your own. Forgiveness doesn't mean what happened was okay. It means you're choosing to release the burden of anger and resentment. It's about freeing yourself, not excusing others. And if you're clinging to past glories, remember your best achievements are still ahead of you. Use your past successes as fuel, as proof of what you're capable of. But don't rest on your laurels. Keep pushing. Keep growing. Keep achieving. The future is full of possibilities. It's a blank canvas waiting for you to paint your masterpiece. Don't let the brush strokes of your past limit the picture you can create today. Number 8, toxic relationships, guarding your energy. The 8th habit, surrounding yourself with negativity. Jim Rohn famously said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look around you. Who are you spending your time with? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they encouraging your dreams or feeding your doubts? Toxic relationships can come in many forms. It might be a friend who constantly criticizes you, a family member who dismisses your ambitions, a romantic partner who doesn't support your growth, or even a job that drains your energy and stifles your creativity. It's time to be intentional about your environment. Seek out people who inspire you, who challenge you to be better. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy and dampen your spirit. Your potential is too precious to be surrounded by dream killers. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life completely, but it does mean you need to be mindful of who you're allowing to influence your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. It means setting boundaries and protecting your energy. Start by identifying the relationships in your life that leave you feeling drained, discouraged, or doubting yourself. Then consider how you can limit your exposure to these negative influences. Can you spend less time with certain people? Can you change the nature of your interactions? At the same time, actively seek out positive influences. Look for mentors who've achieved what you aspire to. Join communities of like-minded individuals who share your values and ambitions. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who push you to grow, who celebrate your successes as if they were their own. Remember, you can't soar with the eagles if you're scratching with the turkeys. Choose your flock wisely. Your dreams are too important to be entrusted to those who don't believe in them. Sometimes, the most toxic relationship in your life is the one you have with yourself. If you're constantly putting yourself down, doubting your abilities, or sabotaging your own success, it's time for a change. Treat yourself with the same kindness and respect you would show to a good friend. Your environment shapes you more than you might realize. Make sure it's shaping you into the person you want to become. Number 9, lack of goal setting. Charting your course. The 9th habit we need to address is lack of goal setting. Without a clear destination, any road will take you there. But is that how you want to live your life? Drifting aimlessly, hoping to stumble upon success and fulfillment. You need to have a vision for your life. Set clear, specific goals. Write them down. Look at them every day. Let them guide your decisions and actions. When you know where you're going, you will find the strength to overcome obstacles, the courage to take risks, and the perseverance to keep going when things get tough. Your goals don't have to be grand or world-changing. They just need to be meaningful to you. Maybe it's running a marathon. Maybe it's starting a side business. Maybe it's learning a new skill. Whatever it is, make it specific, make it measurable, and give it a deadline. The power of goal setting lies in its ability to focus your energy. When you have clear goals, you're no longer just busy, you're productive. You're no longer just active, you're effective. Every decision you make, every action you take becomes a step towards your desired future. Your goals need to be your goals, not what society expects of you, not what your parents want for you, not what you think you should want. Your goals should light you up, excite you, pull you forward even when things get tough. Once you've set your goals, break them down into actionable steps. What can you do today, this week, this month to move closer to your goals? Then take action. Consistent, focused action is what turns dreams into reality. And don't forget to celebrate your progress along the way. Too often, we're so focused on the destination that we forget to enjoy the journey, each small win. Each milestone achieved is worthy of celebration. It builds momentum and keeps you motivated for the long haul. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So once you set your goals, create a roadmap to achieve them. What skills do you need to develop? What resources do you need to acquire? Who can help you along the way? Be flexible in your approach, but firm in your intention. If one method doesn't work, try another. If you encounter setbacks, adjust your plan. But never lose sight of where you're going. And here's a powerful tip. Visualize your success. See yourself achieving your goals. Feel the emotions you will feel when you get there. The more vividly you can imagine your success, the more motivated you will be to make it a reality. Your future is not something that just happens to you. It's something you create. One decision, one action, one goal at a time. So start creating. Start charting your course. Your best life is waiting for you to claim it. Number 10, waiting for the right time. The myth of perfect timing. And finally, we come to habit number 10, waiting for the right time. Let me tell you a secret. There's no such thing as the right time. The right time is now. The right place is here. The right person is you. Every moment you wait is a moment lost. Every day you put off pursuing your dreams is a day you will never get back. Life doesn't wait. Opportunities don't linger. If you want something, you have to go after it with everything you've got. The right time is a myth. It's a comfortable lie we tell ourselves to justify our inaction. We say we'll start that business when we have more money. We'll write that book when we have more time. We'll pursue that dream when the kids are older, when work is less busy, when the stars align just right. There will always be reasons to wait. There will always be obstacles. challenges, competing priorities. The perfect moment you're waiting for, it doesn't exist. What does exist is now. This moment. This opportunity. And it's slipping away with every second you hesitate. Remember, you don't have to be great to start. But you have to start to be great. Don't wait until you feel ready. You will be waiting forever. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Taking action builds confidence. It generates momentum. It creates opportunities. When you take that first step, even if it's small, you set in motion a series of events that can lead to amazing places. Every successful person you admire started before they were ready. They took action despite their fears, despite their doubts, despite not knowing how it would all turn out. That's what sets them apart, not talent, not luck, but the courage to begin. So, what are you waiting for? What dream have you been putting off? What goal have you been postponing? What change have you been avoiding? The time to act is now. Start small if you need to. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Take one small step today, then another tomorrow. Those small steps over time will lead to big changes. And here's the beautiful thing: once you start, you will wonder why you waited so long. You will discover strengths you never knew you had. You will uncover opportunities you couldn't see before. You will start building the life you've always dreamed of, one day at a time. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let perfectionism paralyze you. Don't let the enormity of your dreams overwhelm you. Just start. Take that first step. The rest will follow. We've covered a lot of ground today. We've shined a light on the 10 habits that might be holding you back: procrastination, negative self-talk, comparison, neglecting self-care, fear of failure, settling for less, living in the past, toxic relationships, lack of goal setting, and waiting for the right time. These habits aren't just bad habits. They're life ruiners. They're dream killers. They're the invisible chains holding you back from the life you're meant to live. You have the power to break these chains. You have the power to change these habits. And when you do, you will unlock a level of success and fulfillment beyond your wildest dreams. It starts with awareness. Now that you know these habits, you can spot them in your own life. You can catch yourself in the act of procrastinating, of talking yourself down, of comparing yourself to others. And in that moment of awareness, you have a choice. You can choose to continue down the same old path, or you can choose a new direction. Choose growth. Choose courage. Choose action. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. There will be setbacks. There will be days when you slip back into old habits. But that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward. That you get back up when you fall. That you recommit to your goals and your vision every single day. Start small. Pick one habit to work on. Maybe it's waking up an hour earlier to work on your goals. Maybe it's practicing positive self-talk. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who inspires you. Whatever it is, commit to it. Do it consistently. Watch how that small change ripples out into other areas of your life. As you break these harmful habits and build new, empowering ones, you will start to see changes. You will have more energy, more confidence, more clarity about what you want and how to get it. You will start attracting opportunities and people that align with your vision. You will find yourself taking risks you never thought you could take, achieving things you never thought possible. But it all starts with a decision to no longer accept a life of mediocrity, A decision to break free from the habits that have been holding you back. A decision to step into your power and create the life you truly desire. That decision is yours to make. No one else can make it for you. No one else can break these habits for you. It's up to you. So I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to let go of the excuses, the fear, the self-doubt? Are you ready to embrace your potential? To step into your power? To become the person you were always meant to be? The journey won't be easy. Change never is. But I promise you, it will be worth it. Because on the other side of these habits, on the other side of this struggle, is a life beyond your wildest dreams. A life of purpose, of passion, of fulfillment. That life is waiting for you. It's calling out to you. All you have to do is answer. So what's it going to be? Will you stay trapped in these habits? Or will you break free? Will you settle for a life of what if? Or will you create a life of what is? Will you continue to play small? Or will you step into your greatness? Remember, your life is not defined by your past or by your current circumstances. It's defined by the choices you make right now. In this moment, choose wisely. Choose courageously. Choose to live the life you were born to live. You have greatness within you. You have dreams waiting to be realized. A purpose waiting to be fulfilled. Don't let these habits rob you of your destiny. Don't let another day go by living less than your full potential. Break the habits. Embrace your power. Create your destiny. Your future self is watching you right now, cheering you on, hoping you will make the choice to change. Don't disappoint them. Don't disappoint yourself. The world needs your gifts, your talents, your unique perspective. It needs you to show up fully, to live authentically, to pursue your dreams with everything you've got. So, as we come to the end of this talk, I want you to make a promise, not to me, but to yourself. Promise that from this day forward, you will be aware of these habits. You will catch yourself when you fall into them. And most importantly, you will choose every single day to break free from them. Promise that you will no longer let fear hold you back, that you will no longer settle for less than you deserve, that you will surround yourself with positivity, set clear goals, and take action towards them every single day. Promise that you will love yourself enough to take care of yourself, that you will believe in yourself enough to pursue your dreams, that you will respect yourself enough to demand the best from yourself and others. This is your life, your one precious life. Don't let these habits ruin it. Instead, let this be the moment you decide to change everything. Let this be the moment you decide to become unstoppable. Remember, the habits that got you here won't get you there. But the habits you choose to cultivate from this day forward will determine the person you become and the life you create. So, go forth. Break the habits that have been holding you back. Build new habits that will propel you forward. Create the life you've always dreamed of, because you can, because you must, because you deserve nothing less than the very best life has to offer. Your time is now. Your moment is here. Seize it with both hands and don't let go. The world is waiting for you to shine. So shine bright. Shine with all you've got. Your best life begins now.